Hello and welcome back to another Commander Deck video. How's everyone doing this evening? Alrighty then. Today we're going to be looking at Temmet, Naktamun's Will. So whenever you attack, draw a card, then discard a card, and whenever you draw a card, zombies you control get +1/+1. Alright, first card, Crypt Breaker. Then discard a card, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. You can tap 3 untapped zombies you control and draw a card, lose a life. Gravecrawler. Nice card you could discard and then cast it from your graveyard as long as you control a zombie. Champion of the Perished. You can make a bunch of zombie tokens. You can buff him up. Wizened Mentor. Just a way to create some 1/1 white zombie creature tokens. Normally your opponents will activate abilities of a permanent that's not a mana ability. So only triggers once each turn. Soul Assure, Lich Lord. So you can, those zombie cards you discard from your hand. Tap it and cast a zombie card from your graveyard. Tainted Adversary. So when it enters, you can, basically it's like a multi-kicker. You can pay 3 any number of times. And then when you do, you put that many +1/+1 counters on it, and then create twice that many 2/2 black zombie creature tokens with Decayed. So Decayed is whenever they attack, they are sacrificed at end of turn. Relentless Dead. Nice one, like whenever it dies, you can pay a black, return it to its owner's hand. Or you can get a different zombie card out of your graveyard and return it to the battlefield by paying X, where X is its mana cost. Hashaton, Scarab's Fist. So you discard a zombie card, you pay 3, and if you do, you create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. Wayward Servant. Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Corpse Knight. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life. Diregraph Colossus. Enters with a +1/+1 counter for each zombie card in your graveyard. And whenever you cast a zombie spell, you can put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield tapped. Midnight Reaper. I do like this one more than the pay 2 black, the Augur. This one's whenever a non-token creature you control dies, it deals 1 damage to you and you draw a card. And the Augur is like whenever a creature you control dies, you draw a card and you lose a life. So I just didn't want to have a bunch of zombies have there be a board wipe and then, lose a ton of life. So, non-token only. Death Baron. Skeletons and zombies you control, and other zombies you control, get +1/+1 and have Death Touch. Centurion of the Marked, otherwise known as Lord of the Undead. Buffs up your zombies a little bit, gives them +1/+1, and you can pay 2 tap and return a zombie card from your graveyard to your hand. Zombie Master. Other zombies you control have Swamp Walk, so they can't be blocked if defending player controls a swamp. And other zombies have pay a black, regenerate this permanent. So that would be good in a team game. Your teammate plays zombies. If your opponent has zombies, uh-oh. Undead Gladiator can cycle it, discard it, and draw a card, and then you can pay 2, discard a card from your hand, and return Undead Gladiator from your graveyard to your hand. You can only do that during your upkeep. Diagraph Captain. Other zombies you control get +1/+1, and whenever another zombie you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life. Lich Lord of Unks. You can create a 1/1 blue and black zombie wizard creature token. You can pay 2 and 2 black. Target player loses X life and puts the top X cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard, where X is the number of zombies you control. Tomb Tyrant. Other zombies you control get +1/+1, and you can pay 3 tap, sacrifice a creature, and return a zombie creature card at random from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only during your turn and only if there are at least 3 zombie creature cards in your graveyard. Cleaver Scab. Pay 3 tap, sacrifice another zombie, create 2 tokens that are copies of the sacrificed creature. Undead Warchief. Zombie spells cost 1 less to play, and zombies you control get +2/+1. Radagerbrick of Urborg. Other zombies you control have Vigilance, and whenever a legendary creature you control dies, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's not legendary, and it's a 2/2 black zombie, in addition to its other colors and types. Wilhelt, the Rock Cleaver. Whenever another zombie you control dies, if it didn't have Decayed, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice a zombie. If you do, draw a card. So if you sacrifice a zombie that didn't have Decayed, you can draw a card and create a zombie token. Arena, Lich Queen. Whenever you attack with 1 or more zombies, draw that many cards, then discard that many cards, so you gain that much life. You can pay 2 and exile 2 cards from your graveyard and create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. That's tapped. Bone Miser can create a 2/2 black zombie creature token whenever you discard a creature card. And whenever you discard a land card, you can add 2 black. And whenever you discard a non-creature non-land card, draw a card. Prophet of the Scarab. When this creature enters, you draw cards equal to the number of zombies you control or the number of zombie cards in your graveyard, whichever is greater. God Eternal, Oketra. Whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 4/4 black zombie warrior creature token with Vigilance. And whenever Oketra dies or is put into exile from the battlefield, you may put it into its owner's library, 3rd from the top. Sidisi, Undead Vizier. A 4/6 Death Touch. It has Exploit, so when it enters, you may sacrifice a creature. And if you do, you can Demonic Tutor. Vengeful Lich. Can pay 1 and cast target creature card from a graveyard this turn. And Vengeful Lich would gain all activated abilities of that card until end of turn. Grimgrin, Corpseborn. It enters tapped and doesn't untap during your untap step. You can sacrifice another creature, untap him, and put a +1/+1 counter on him. Whenever he attacks, destroy target creature defending player controls, then put a +1/+1 counter on him. The Scarab God, pretty much a no-doubter for a zombie deck. Beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses X life and you scry X, where X is the number of zombies you control. And you can pay 2, a blue and a black, and exile target creature card from a graveyard, and create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. And whenever the Scarab God dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. So that would be nice if you could take extra turns, get a couple upkeep steps. Micaeus, the Unhallowed. Whenever a human deals damage to you, destroy it. Other non-human creatures you control get +1/+1 and have Undying. So whenever it dies, you return it to the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. That's it for the creature spells. So we have Soul Ring, Arcane Sigs, Orzhov Signet, Demir Signet, Swiftfoot Boots, Gate to the Afterlife. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, you gain 1 life. Then you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. And you can pay 2, tap, and sacrifice this artifact, and search your graveyard, hand, and or library for a card named God Pharaoh's Gift and put it onto the battlefield. Activate only if there are 6 or more creature cards in your graveyard. Wand of Orcus. Whenever a equipped creature attacks or blocks, it and zombies you control gain Death Touch until end of turn. And whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create that many 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. God Pharaoh's Gift, the one you can search for. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. It gains haste until end of turn. Renewed Solidarity. As it enters, choose a creature type, zombies. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+0, and at the beginning of your end step, for each token you control of the chosen type that entered this turn, create a token that's a copy of it. Nice way to double your tokens. Monastery Siege. Usually would be choosing cons to draw an extra card and then discard a card.
Is this your toothbrush?
No.
No. Okay.
Underworld Connections. It's a way to pay a life, draw a card. Anointed Procession. A way to double your tokens. On Wings of Gold. Creatures you control that are zombies and or tokens get +1/+1 and have flying. And whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 1/1 white zombie creature token. Necro Duality. Whenever a non-token zombie enters the battlefield under your control, create a token that's a copy of that creature. There's not very many legendary zombies in this deck, so that could come in handy. Rooftop Storm. You may pay 0 rather than pay the mana cost for zombie creature spells you cast. Necromancer's Covenant. So when it comes into play, remove all creature cards in target player's graveyard from the game. Then you put a 2/2 black zombie creature token into play for each card removed this way. Zombies you control have lifelink. Profane Tutor, because I don't have a demonic tutor for this deck. Bam. You can destroy target creature, can't be regenerated, or you can overload and destroy each creature. They can't be regenerated. Diabolic Tutor. Blasphemous Edict. You can pay a black rather than pay the spell's mana cost if there are 13 or more creatures on the battlefield. Each player sacrifices 13 creatures of their choice. Patriarch's Bidding. Each player chooses a creature type, and then each player returns all creature cards of the type chosen this way from his or her graveyard to play. Austere Command. An okay removal card. Haunting Voyage. You can foretell this card from your hand. And then you can choose a creature type, and you can return all creature cards of that type from your graveyard to the battlefield if you foretell it, if you pay the foretell cost. If not, you can return up to 2 creature cards of that type from your graveyard to the battlefield. Zombie Apocalypse. Return all zombie creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped, then destroy all humans. Swords to Plowshares. An offer you can't refuse. Counter target non-creature spell. And you get 2 treasure tokens. Its controller gets 2 treasure tokens. Pull from Tomorrow. Draw X cards, then discard a card. I like that one because it's instant speed. Eerie Interlude. Can save some creatures. You can exile them and return them to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. Rise of the Dreadmorn. Another foretell card. And you can create X/2/2 Black Zombie Berserker creature tokens, where X is the number of non-token creatures that died this turn. Frantic Search. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. Untap up to 3 lands. Return to Dust. Exile an artifact or enchantment. And if you cast it during your main phase, you can exile up to 1 other target artifact or enchantment. That's all for the spells. For lands, we have Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Path of Ancestry, Dromar's Cavern, Arcane Sanctum, Prismatic Vista, Fabled Passage, Flooded Strand, Polluted Delta, Hollowed Fountain, Godless Shrine, Watery Grave, Shattered Sanctum, Fetid Pools, Isolated Chapel, Drowned Catacomb, Temple of Enlightenment, Temple of Silence, Temple of Deceit, Caves of Koilos, Underground River, Fetid Heath, Phyrexian Tower, a cursed dune yard, can regenerate a zombie, Unholy Grotto, pay a black tap, put target zombie card from your graveyard on top of your library, Riptide Laboratory, pay 2 tap, return target wizard you control to its owner's hand. A lot of, well, many of the zombies are zombie wizards. Field of the Dead. Whenever it or another land enters the battlefield under your control, if you control 7 or more lands with different names, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Bajuka Bog. And there's 2 plains. There's 4 swamps. And 2 islands. And that's it for Temmet. Naktamun's Will. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'm sure there's some really good zombies that I just don't have that I missed, but let me know what you think. Would it be something you'd enjoy playing? So appreciate you guys watching. And until the next time, you guys have a good one.